How are you? Welcome to another unboxing here on the Angry Hero 79 channel. I am the titular Angry Hero, and I'm here today to open up a brand new gimmick that I just literally got from the store the other day. Probably, I think it's recently out, so this might actually get some attention. Who knows? Modular Iron Man from the Marvel Legends series, Hasbro. It is a part of the Build-A-Figure Ursa Major uh, line. Actually, I got that mixed up, didn't I? Marvel Legends line, Ursa Major Build-A-Figure series. However, this one in particular, there are seven different characters in this line, and he's the only one that doesn't have a piece with him. So cool, because I don't typically subscribe to the Build-A-Figures. I'm a bit more, I kind of just don't have time for it. So I tried to get rid of those pieces, and it's kind of nice that I don't have to get rid of a piece. So yay! But here's Iron Man. This is kind of based off of the 1990s Iron Man, that how he looked in the comics around that time, as well as the animated series. And I got a sweet spot for that because that's also kind of how he looked in ForceWorks, and I'm a ForceWorks Avengers West Coast mark, and this made sense for me. You can even tell because I mean, if you look at the packaging, I mean, it pretty much outright kind of confirms that. You get to see how it's how what kind of Iron Man they're trying to represent, although it doesn't really look like that exactly, and that's fine. But I guess they wasted their energy making a previously yellow Iron Man that I talked about, which you can watch over here. But I'm happy that we got a modular Iron Man. And I looked up what modular meant. I normally would be able to know this because I took a GRE and I did study a lot of words. But modular wasn't something that I was very familiar with. Modular is an adjective stating employing or involving module or modules as the basis for construction or design. Basically, what module means is and I'm looking this up online, but it's basically a separate unit of software or hardware. And that, I guess, means that he's got a bunch of different compartments and things. This is a bit more modular in construction for him. So that's what we're going with here. That's why it's the modular armor. I've never heard it referred to as that, but I'm cool with it because it just gives it a distinct feel. It's not just Iron Man looking like Iron Man. So, that being said, let's go ahead and crack this open, but not before we actually look at the package itself. As you can see, he is in the blister package. It says Modular Iron Man down here, Legend Series, Build a Figure, Ursa Major. On the top here, we've got the Iron Man insignia. On the back here, we've got the art as well as the other characters in the line. And I'm going to go ahead and read this paragraph. A dazzling technological achievement, the modular suit allows Tony Stark to reconfigure subsystems like boots, gloves, helmets, and scanners on the fly. So it's each part unto itself, and he can control each part as he sees fit. I think I explained it. Also in this line here, we've got the Ursa Major Build-A-Figure, and the people that are actually in the line include the Vault Guardsman, we've got Stealth Iron Man, we've got Dark Star, we've got Iron Heart, and we've also got some guy that I don't know because I'm not looking at it. It is Hologram Iron Man. I already thought I bought a Hologram Iron Man. And then we also got Ultron. A pretty Iron Man heavy series for this time around, creating, and it kind of matches up with Dark Star and Ursa Major because if you play the Lego game, they are connected in that game. But Dark Star, I almost bought Dark Star because she is a character that you don't really see much of in things. At least I don't read a lot of the current comics, so I don't know if she's out there kicking around these days. But I was impressed to see a figure of her. She does factor into a lot of the 70s comics. So I almost did pick her up, but I decided not to. And that's fine, because I don't need more figures as it is. And I'm not going to buy a figure just for the hell of getting it. But it is nice to see that line out here. And I'm going to go ahead and open this now. So you just wait. Y'all have waited long enough. So Here he is in the blister package, but out of the actual package itself. But here he is in the blister. Behind me, I've got Contra Hardcores playing behind me because there are guns in it. Hard as fuck game though. But here he is. He's got gimmicks with him. Like most of the Iron Men, he comes with these blaster hand pieces that you attach, so it looks like he's shooting blasters. Got yourself a few fists right here. And here he is out of the package. He has all the typical points of articulation, including his ankles, his knees. He does not have skinny knees like the Mandalorian did, but he has got hips, waist, chest or diaphragm, hands, all that good stuff. Helmet. Now, this is a badass figure. I like the way it looks. However, I have an issue. As it is shown on the package and as it is seen in the comics, this is not necessarily a gold, but it's a yellow. So why would you put it out as gold? Maybe it's because they put out that previous other Iron Man that I opened as a yellow and red figure, and this is just a different shade of red. It's a little bit darker. It's definitely darker, and you got the gold on it as well. But here's a closer look at him. Get yourself a look at the back. He's got all the typical Iron Man accoutrements on the sides here on the boots. It's a pretty snazzy figure, as we would say. Here he is with the hand gimmicks, shooting those icicles out. Uh, uh. And that's really about it. Not really much else to say. It doesn't come with any other fancy accoutrements. Why am I using that word so much? What am I, French? Is that the French word? Accoutrements? It doesn't come with any other accessories other than what I showed you. I'm going to add them to my Avengers West Coast Force Works collection. It's definitely a welcome addition to that. And then that makes it the third Iron Man to be a part of that collection because I've got the hologram AI Iron Man, Tony Stark one that I showed off. And then I also have, oh, that's right, I also have the silver and black one as well. So this is kind of like an Iron Man channel of sorts for Marvel Legends. And I'll put links up for those videos if you want to watch those as well. But that's it for me. Thanks for watching. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Angry Hero Sean. You can rate and review this episode of my toy openings here on YouTube. You can subscribe to the channel, Angry Hero 79. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it, or give it a thumbs down. I don't know. Leave a comment. I definitely would love to read some comments on here if I ever get enough of them. But it would be kind of dope just to get some interaction with you folks if you guys are watching this video. And also, please check out my podcast, Worst Collection Ever, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So once again, folks, thank you for watching, and stay safe out there.